Kev, I've been dying to tell you something. I thought now that we've got a podcast, an outlet for it, I'll keep it to myself. Normally I'd call you, well, Kev, this just happened.
Yeah.
Listen, and then, go about our day.
Well, mate, you've got the platform.
I've got the platform now, so I hold...
Give it to me.
No, people don't know. We don't talk to each other up until the pod, get everything out, and then never speak again.
And if we're about to, we go, oh, no, wait, I won't tell you that.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
And then we just sit there in silence.
Yeah.
So...
And kiss.
Yeah. Every now and then. So I'm... It's about work colleagues.
Yeah, okay.
And, I work with some absolute maniacs. So as you know, I don't work in a store and office as much. I'm out.
Yep.
But when I come back in, it's like observing people in the wild. And we've got these...
so they're like the Kelpie of the work industry, are they? Just
out of control is probably not... that's probably an apt word, but put it this way. One of them farted in front of a customer. Legit farted. You know what? Oh, and okay, let's play devil's advocate. Benefit of the doubt.
Can I wind that back? Because obviously we're in a mainly audio medium.
Yeah.
Can we, for my benefit and the listeners, can we paint a bit of a picture maybe of how this occurred?
Well, I've come in and I got to get some stuff before I go back out on the road, and I'm talking to this other guy at work, and then it was a bit slow. I had a few minutes to kill, and I'm just sitting down, and then a customer's approached him.
Yep.
And he's gotten up. And literally, there's nothing else to paint. He's had a bit of movement and we looked at each other. Everyone's kind of like got a confuzzled look on their face. It's like, and the other guys looked at me and I'm like, he did, didn't he?
Was it a sneaky? It
was like or
someone's left the rabbit hutch open.
It's like someone he's like he was full and someone's poked him. He's gone, oh, hang on. Because that was the sound. But it was like involuntary. Nothing was... It was just him and talking to someone. They've just come up and said, I just need to give you this. And then it's just hear the sound. And I'm like... And I looked at the other guy and then we sort of... In that split second we've heard it. Because your ears prick up like a dog. You're like, what's that?
Yes.
And then...
Yeah, you can hear a fart a mile.
So, okay, we'll stop it there. And then he's... So what's happened is, well, okay, he might be crook.
Was it a male or female customer?
A female. Luckily, so he's hit the jackpot with her, but I'll tell you a bit more about her.
Yep.
So we stop it there, and we've sort of... It was like, no, sure. He stepped on... There might be something under the floor or whatever. And then, no. And then because he's followed up with not like, oh, he's a bit crook, and oh, Jesus, or something's... Oh, sorry, excuse me, I've got to go.
Yeah,
and so, okay,
I'm
something's
ever
up
so
here.
embarrassed.
I'm ever so embarrassed, or I'm a bit crook. I'm really, really sorry. I can't believe this has happened. And left. And then he's gone with this weird, like, chuckle thing of, frogs. Like that. And I'm like, does that happen? If I was playing around with my nephew and he did a fluff, I would have been like, oh, bloody frogs, eh? And he'd be like, like, just mucking around. And then he's a grown man who's covered it up with, frogs.
What did the customer do?
Well, that's where I was going to say he's hit the jackpot. There was an awkward thing, and he's like, said that, and he's like, oh, I am terribly embarrassed. And then she's, no, it's fine. She was a bit older.
I was going to say, how old was she?
Probably 6, like a bit.
Okay,
60s
probably used to the old hubby wandering through the kitchen. Sorry, that was a good one. I love pulling my finger.
James Morrison's just playing the trumpet out the back. So I had to tell you, and I just was in such disbelief that I was just like, this can't be real.
Gee, that's not real life.
This isn't real life. And I'm like, and I've just walked out of there, my head down, just shaking.
But was he?
Where am I?
Was he
reptiles.
Embarrassed, or was he just like, oh, this is what humans do? Apparently, they get embarrassed.
He is a tiny bit, but he's the kind of guy who just would. If I brought it up later when I come back in, and I was like talking about all the boys laughing, and he's like, what? I don't even get what you're on about. It's like he just doesn't give an F about anything, like anything at all. And
what a maniac.
Yeah, like if the customer had gone, that is disgusting, he would go, oh, get fucked. Like he just really doesn't care about anything. And so I just thought, no, that's not real life. And I've told a few mates and they're just like, serious? That's not.
How old is he?
Oh, he'd be a bit old, maybe late 40s or something like that.
Really?
Early 50s.
He needs to get his life together.
Oh, just you.
What's going on?
Oh, just you reptile. What am I?
You reptile.
What is happening? But yeah, it's not really that exciting, but I thought I'd hold off and tell you.
That is, I tell you what, like I understand accidents happen, but to just be like, oh, bloody frogs.
Yeah, just the...
Squeaky floorboards, mate, it's concrete.
Shit's given. Yeah. No shit's given and just like... Oh.
Well, clearly.
Yeah. It's a bad choice of words.
Thank God. You wouldn't want to. You have to say, like, sorry, I really give a shit about that, and I need to go wipe up.
I'm so sorry, man. But yeah, he just no fucks given. And
What a
just,
grub.
Like, and if you were like immature, like 12, and you were in the lounge room or something, you farted, and your mum said something, you're like, oh, frogs, it wasn't me.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, but he's a grown man. But,
Wow, it's
But yeah,
it's impressive that he's even
functioning in society.
Yeah, that he's found himself at work in steady employment.
It was one of those programs, actually. I should
Is
have
it?
started
Okay,
that.
yeah, fair enough. Has he got his name on the back of his shirt? If lost, return to. My dog has one of those. It's got my phone number on it and a name on the front. It says Millie.
Oh, so good. But yeah.
My name's Brian.
Yeah, a bit like that.
What a weapon.
But yeah, sometimes he wanders out in the car park and we got to go get him.
Kizza, what are you doing? I'm just hosing off Brian. We've had another
It's been an
incident.
accident.
But
yeah.
I must say, I've never had the pleasure of working with or for someone like that.
I know. That's what I mean when I tell people. It's like, no, they're like, oh, really? And I told Naomi and that, and I was just like, she's like, you don't really get the lulls because people are like, that's not happening, is it? Is that happening in the real world? I'm like,
Yeah.
And I was just so stunned and shocked. But yeah,
Far out. No, I've never had. Like, I've worked for. Like, I remember I had a boss who was just a classic psychopath boss that would, he just was sort of. You'd sort of go, you're not human. Like, you're a lizard man. Yeah, you're a lizard, and he would always try and like psychoanalyze you, and he was just a genuine psychopath.
Yeah.
But as for old Harry Trumpets,
yeah.
I haven't ever experienced such a wonderful thing.
I haven't worked with such a maniac since I worked with you.
I wasn't just crop dusting, crop dusting everywhere I walked though.